Yo, what's up guys? It is Offensive Seahawks fan back with another video. Today, finally, I'm gonna do it. Possibly my only mock draft. Because, yeah. But, finally gonna do it. A full 32 mock draft, or full first round mock draft. Not full 32 team. I ain't doing that. This will consist of less than 5 trades. I think I only have 3 or 2. Might have 3. Not counting the Panthers one from yesterday. But we're just going to get on into it. So, the first pick in the draft. The Panthers take quarterback Bryce Young. Bryce Young is the most pro-ready passer in the draft. The 2021 Heisman winner's mix of accuracy, poise, playmaking ability, and football IQ is unmatched in the draft class, for quarterbacks especially. Tried to frisbee that across my... Okay, there we go. Pick 2. The Texans. Everyone knows they wanted Bryce Young. They thought they were going to get Bryce Young until yesterday, when the Bears traded with the Panthers. So, what are the Texans going to get? I think they're going to do Anthony Richardson. Richardson showed his athleticism and absolute cannon of an arm at the combine and has the mentality of a leader. And he's going to have some decent weapons if he ends up going there. Brandon Cooks if he stays, Nico Collins, and recently signed yesterday, Robert Woods, even though he ain't that good anymore. But it helps. And he also has Dameon Pierce they can work some option plays with. Alright, the Cardinals. Our first defense player going off the board. And the Cardinals are going to take Will Anderson Jr. The Cardinals, without a doubt, land the best pass rusher in the draft. He produced at the highest level against the best competition and has the athleticism, motor, and smarts to be an elite pass rusher at the next best level. Number 4, the Indianapolis Colts. They're taking C.J. Stroud, quarterback, Ohio State. Stroud checks nearly all the boxes for the Colts. He has pinpoint accuracy, delivers the ball with impeccable anticipation, and can layer the ball to all levels of the field. And he is a good leader. And the Colts want that. Now, the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. No, I'm not taking Jalen Carter. Call me crazy. He's a freak athlete. But I'm not risking it. He's in some legal trouble that I'm not going to mention because it's kind of rude too. So we're just going to do the next best thing and take Tyree Wilson, edge rusher, Texas Tech. Sure, Jalen Carter is very tough to pass here. But I already mentioned why. Seattle, though, still gets a very interesting piece for the defensive line without the baggage. Jalen Carter. But Tyree Wilson comes equipped with a frame that includes an 86-inch wingspan and a record of proven results. Yeah, I want that. I want that on a D-line. We're gutting our whole defensive line, most likely. They're all old and just not good that much. Alright, Detroit. They're on the clock. They need a corner. Badly. They just need secondary. So, Christian Gonzalez, corner from Oregon, is my pick. Gonzalez checks practically every box with his size, speed, and all-around fluidity. He's got some impressive natural instincts in man coverage and is capable of adapting to covering all different types of receivers on the outside. Now, the Raiders. Yeah, make the joke. He's going to take Jalen Carter. No, I'm not. Tempting, but not. After 3 quarterbacks went off the board in the first 4 picks, the Raiders were lucky that Will Levis fell to them at number 7. Levis might have the best arm in this class, and does have a lot of high-end traits that make him a worthwhile gamble. But he needs to show that he can stay healthy and improve his accuracy. But with the weapons that the Raiders have, I don't think that will be much of an issue. He could start very fast if the Raiders take him. Now, the Atlanta Falcons. Who are they going to take? With the top 4 quarterbacks off the board now, the Falcons take the best player available in Georgia's defensive lineman, Jalen Carter. Carter he's worth the pick. He's worth the risk at number 8 in terms of overall talent. There's nothing not to love about Carter's game. He's a versatile interior lineman with the perfect mix of pass rushing ability and strength to stop the run. Falcons need that real bad. Now, Chicago Bears. Many thought they were going to probably take Will Anderson at number 1 or something like that. Can't do that when he's not there anymore. So take the next best positional need with Paris Johnson Jr., tackle, Ohio State. Johnson is a plug-and-play left tackle who will help anchor an offensive line that was one of the worst in pass protection in the whole league last year. Instant help for them right there. Now the Eagles. Who am I gonna take for the Eagles? Call me crazy. This dude had a phenomenal combine. I don't care if he's ranked 21st. I'm taking Nolan Smith. Yes, they just re-signed Brandon Graham. But can you imagine if Brandon Graham mentors Nolan Smith? Good luck, league. Nolan Smith made himself some money with his NFL Combine performance, and he'd be a perfect fit in Philadelphia. An athletic edge rusher that can do more than just rush the passer. Smith would help the NFL's top sack unit maintain their competitive edge. Take him, Philly. If he's there, take him. Do not pass him up. He is the real deal. Now, the Titans. Number 11. There's all these receivers here. But, nope to everything. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Okay. After cutting Taylor Lewan and barring a big signing in free agency, the number 1 overall pick is the likely route to take a tackle. The Titans are going to take Peter Skoronski, tackle from Northwestern. There is some concern, though, about Skoronski's arm strength translating to a successful tackle in the NFL, but even if he doesn't pan out as a tackle, just move him to a guard. He works fine there, and the Titans need a guard as well. They don't have him. Nate Davis is gone. So, yeah. Titans, though, also have not had success at drafting tackles in recent years, so getting one who can play inside and outside is a good way to hedge their bets. Now, pick number 12, Houston. Again. What hopes any new quarterback with adapting, getting them another weapon, even though the Texans, they maybe don't need that much. Assuming Brandon Cooks is gone, though, They're taking Quentin Johnson, receiver from TCU. Quentin Johnson is 6'2" and would help the Texans 2 wideouts now with length. As third-year Nico Collins is also 6'4". Now, the New York Jets. The first trade in my mock draft. You know where this is going if it already hasn't happened already. Yeah, let's find the Packers. Let's throw in Aaron Rodgers. Let's trade the 13th pick, Jets, for Aaron Rodgers. Force this trade. Boom. The Packers now. Shut up, stomach. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think a little too ironic? The Packers trade away Aaron Rodgers and then take a wide receiver with the first round pick received from the Jets, snapping a 2-decade streak of not taking a wide receiver in the first round. It's almost too delicious. Despite missing much of last year, Jackson Smith Njigba was truly elite in 2021, and he proved his status as one of the draft's top receivers at the Combine. He's lightning quick, dangerously deceptive as a route runner, and the perfect complement to speedster Christian Kirk. Jordan Love is gonna love it next year. Now the Patriots. No, this isn't a sexy choice like it would have been if the Patriots went after a receiver or cornerback, but taking an offensive tackle early is the right thing to do, even if it isn't necessarily exciting. But let me ask you something, Patriot fans. Do you know what is exciting? Not seeing Mac Jones constantly plastered on his back from having no time to do anything. It would be oh so nice to not have positive yard plays called back because of boneheaded penalties. None of that stuff gets fixed with the receiver or corner. Georgia's Broderick Jones is a fit that can make the whole team better. He's long, athletic, and disciplined from countless reps in the best conference in college football. Broderick Jones is going to New England. Tackle from Georgia. Alright, the Packers back on the clock. Might be weird, but I have him taking Dalton Kincaid, if that's how you say his last name. Tight end from Utah. In Kincaid, the Packers get a dynamic pass-catching tight end and possibly one of the best overall pass catchers and playmakers in the entire draft class. Now, the Commanders are on the clock. They're in need of corners. My boy Devin Witherspoon has just been sitting here rotting for a while. Witherspoon is the ideal pick for the Commanders as he is unafraid of sticking his nose in the run game, and he's also seemingly always around the football. Get him, Commanders. Help out that secondary. Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 17. Myles Murphy is a relentless pass rusher with an explosive step and quickness for a man weighing 268 pounds. Murphy is a lot like former Steelers edge rusher Bud Dupree. The Steelers have practically no depth behind TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith, and Myles Murphy can not only work in with them, but has the frame to line up on the edge and base packages. Myles Murphy is going to Pittsburgh. Sure, they could have used O-line, but I'm assuming they fixed that in free agency. Now, the Lions are not going to be on the clock. You know why? Because I feel like making a trade. Alright, we're going to be trading with Houston. Wherever they're at. There you are. Now, the Lions get pick 33 and 73, while the Texans get pick 18. Boom. Force the trade. But that's not all. The Texans are on the clock now. But, no, they're actually not, okay? They're going to be trading with Tampa Bay. Alright, let's see how to work this. Okay. I see now. The Bucks get pick 18 and 201, which is not on this. Okay. Oh no, I read it wrong. It was 200. And the Texans get no. I'm doing this wrong. The Texans. Oh my god, I don't know how to work this at all. If I'm reading this right, this is how it goes. Yes. Bucks flip-flop with the Texans now. And the Buccaneers are about to lose 2 of their top 3 corners to free agency. And Joey Porter's skill set is a perfect fit for Todd Bowles' defense. He should easily be a top 10 pick. And the Bucks get a fantastic blend of need and value with a corner who plays his position with the same mentality that made his dad a Pro Bowl defender back in the day. Where are you at, Joey Porter, Penn State? Now, Houston on the clock. And I'm going to take Lucas Van Ness, edge from Iowa. Adding Van Ness gives new coach DeMeco Ryans his premier edge rusher to work with, kind of like it was in San Francisco when he had Nick Bosa. Van Ness is a disciplined run defender who plays with balance and good pad level when assessing a team's ground game. Now, the Seahawks back on the clock. We are looking at interior O-line. We are picking, don't care if this is a reach at all. Give me Osiris Torrance, guard from Florida. Torrance has great size and a thicker lower body for an interior offensive lineman. He does a good job of absorbing contact in addition to being a fluid athlete capable of blocking in space. There are balance issues at times, though, stemming from a wide base and dipping his head too often. But Seattle gets their future interior guard after releasing Gabe Jackson. Alright. The Chargers are on the clock because the Dolphins forfeited their first round pick. Don't remember from what, though. Alright, last season, we saw Los Angeles struggle to get pressure after Bosa went down with a groin injury in week 3. And, where is this guy? Oh, yeah, BJ Ojulari, edge from LSU. That's who I'm taking. The brother of Aziz, the edge for the Giants, finished second only to Alabama's Will Anderson among SEC defenders in pressure percentage in 2022. Only 20 years old, Ojulari has the burst, bend, and ascending pass rush to pin his ears back and win with the edge constantly and consistently. Now, the Baltimore Ravens are on the clock. Lamar Jackson was franchise tagged. Don't know if he's going to stay, though. But get this man some wide receiver help. For the love of Christ. Get Jordan Addison, receiver, USC. Addison can separate from defenders consistently and has proven himself as a high-volume player, and if used correctly by the team that drafts him, could turn into a star at the NFL level. Now, Minnesota. They just released Adam Thielen a few days ago. So, what better to fix that? Drafting a receiver. Sure, Zay Flowers is here, but Josh Downs is who I'm taking for the Vikings. Wide receiver, North Carolina. Downs runs routes with explosiveness and technique to create separation. When he doesn't create separation, he catches contested passes at a percentage rate of 70, which is top in this class. Now, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. We're almost done. General Manager Trent Baalke values size, length, and athleticism. It's the reason Trayvon Walker and Devin Lloyd were the Jaguars' first-round selections last year, and Devontae Banks checks all the same boxes. The 6-foot, 197-pound corner has a 42-inch vertical and ran a 4.35 second at the 40-yard dash. In Jacksonville, Banks would be the long-term solution opposite to Tyson Campbell and gives the Jaguars a cornerback duo to build their secondary around Deonte Banks, corner Maryland. Now, for the Giants. Zay Flowers likely isn't the number one receiver that many are envisioning for the Giants. However, he is a very athletic, versatile, and dangerous player who would be a definite upgrade for the unit if they don't get Odell back. Zay Flowers, you're going to New York. All right. Trade time. The Cowboys are on the clock. But no, not anymore, they're not. So, the Lions get pick 26. The Cowboys get 33, 81, and a 2024 third round pick to move up 7 spots. To draft Alabama safety Brian Branch. Keep helping that secondary. Branch brings exceptional tackling, strong short area coverage skills, and a high-level football IQ to a position where the Lions have struggled for years to find capable play. He's a great fit for the modern NFL and also for Aaron Glenn's aggressive style of defense. Keep building that secondary, Detroit. Your offense is already stacked. Just stack the secondary now. Okay. Now, for the Buffalo Bills. This might be weird because they got a running back last year. But Bijan Robinson to the Buffalo Bills. He attacks the line of scrimmage, showing bursts to and through the hole. He shows impressive stop-start quickness to leave defenders off balance, getting past would-be tacklers, and showing a solid stiff arm and spin-off contact. And plus, when you're getting compared to someone like Barry Sanders, you ain't passing that up. Simple as that. Bengals are on the clock at pick 28. Alright, Kalijah Kancey. He's a strong and determined player, but Kancey is still going to be a hit-or-miss run defender due to his lack of mass and length. While he will get pushed around at times, his first step quickness and short memory allow him to make tackles in the backfield. He's a nightmare for offenses as a pass rusher. There you go, Cincinnati. You got your man. Okay. Now, the Saints. Michael Mayer, tight end, Notre Dame. Myers nearly undefeated on contested catches and almost automatic in covering first downs, but he's also one of the most experienced blocking tight ends in this draft class. Get ye another weapon for Derek Carr. Now the Eagles. They're about ready to lose Boston Scott, Miles Sanders. Fix that by getting Jahmyr Gibbs, running back, Alabama. Gibbs led the Crimson Tide with 926 yards on 157 rushing attempts for 6.1 yards per carry, as well as 7 touchdowns. A dynamic dual threat that plays similarly to Alvin Kamara and Dalvin Cook. Gibbs led Alabama in receptions with 44 for 444 yards and 3 touchdowns. Boom. Now, the Chiefs, the final pick. Oh, the final pick. Alright. They could use receiver really bad, but they might be losing Orlando Brown. And I have them taking Anton Harrison, tackle, Oklahoma. Harrison, 6'4", 315 pounds, might not immediately play left tackle for the Chiefs, but he's a player who has upside to develop into a long-term starter there. He's just 21 years old and is already a highly polished pass blocker, allowing just 4 sacks and 33 pressures and 1,002 pass blocking snaps over 3 years at Oklahoma. There you have it. My first and most likely only mock draft for the NFL. Wow. If you enjoyed, thank you so much for watching. If you liked, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Go Hawks!